It's the Wimbledon men's final that everyone was begging for. We have local favorite Andy Murray versus Roger Federer. And we've got Sara Germano. She's a Wall Street Journal sports reporter. Now, you've been following this on our live blog all day. You couldn't ask for a more exciting matchup. What's at stake here between these two men?
That's right. I think today was a really good day for tennis fans all around. You had your first semifinal was between Roger Federer, six-time Wimbledon champion, and then you've got Novak Djokovic, who's the current world #1. He's a really great crowd pleaser. And then the second semifinal we had Andy Murray and the Frenchman Tsonga. And so we'll see Federer and Murray in the final. The key things today were that we had Federer coming and defeating Djokovic for the first time, the first time they'd ever met each other on grass.
Right, which was key. The grass sort of was important for Federer.
Yeah, he has the all-time lead over Djokovic, but he, being the six-time Wimbledon champion, just being a little bit more comfortable on grass, and also there was some talk today that having the cover on the roof at Wimbledon, which is a new addition, helped him a little bit too because it slowed the serve.
Interesting.
And it made his weak spot was always the fact that he had some trouble returning serves and having a little bit more humidity in the air.
Now, you said Federer has won Wimbledon 6 times. Now, Andy Murray, he's never won a major title at all.
Not even that. Andy Murray is Scottish, and he's a British favorite, and he has a lot of history on his shoulders. No British person has ever won a major tennis championship at all since 1936.
Now, Federer says he loves going up against the local hero, so he's sort of relishing this. How much does their age difference matter in this? Federer's, I think, 30, Murray's 25. It's a 5-year gap. How big a deal is that in tennis?
Well, I mean, Federer is, make no mistake about it, he's the more experienced player here. He has more experience in championships, major championships, championship finals, so you can't count that out. However, I mean, Andy Murray has been playing really well in Wimbledon. He has the crowd support. The question's going to be, will the British rallying behind him, all the weight of that expectation to win at home at Wimbledon for a first possible major championship win, will that shake his confidence? I think that's where you're going to see his relative inexperience compared to Federer come in.
The high drama in the Andy Murray match, I mean, I think coming down to like the wire, and then there was a shot that they might have thought was out, and then it ended up being right on the line and in. When you come off a game that is that high in emotion, what does it do for the player going into the final match?
I mean, he said at the end of the match that he felt that shot was in. It came down. The last set was 7-5, and Murray, took the shot, and he said he felt very confident towards the end. I think for him, just being able to get past that semifinal stage and being into the final and having that kind of relief of pressure, at least for now, is going to be key. We'll see how he feels on Saturday night.
And speaking of pressure, I mean, the other big sporting event coming up is, of course, the London Summer Olympics. Will we see any of these names returning there?
We will, actually, and that's a good point because the Olympic tennis competition will be taking place at Wimbledon. So this is at the All England Tennis Club, I should say. Right. So this is a really good dress rehearsal. You'll have Rafael Nadal, who was upset in the second round in Wimbledon and recently won the French Open. He's the defending Olympic champion, so we know he plays well on grass, maybe not recently. And then you've got Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic, who can't count out of competition. The other key thing about Sunday's final is that if Federer wins, he will regain the world #1 status from Novak Djokovic. So
a lot on the line for him.
A lot on the line, and who knows how that could affect either of their confidence.
But we will be following all online on WSJ.com.
Online, we'll have live blogs all weekend, and we'll be on the ground in London.
All right, so switch between your TV and WSJ.com. Sara Germano, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.